Problem number 8 is a percentage rent question. Remember talking about this in landlord-tenant chapter, percentage rent, not uncommon in retail or restaurant, where at least a portion of your rent is based on your sales, typically your gross sales. So let's see what's going on here. A tenant has leased a rental space by utilizing a percentage of gross sales lease. His lease stipulates a minimum rent payment of $14 per month plus 4.5% of gross sales exceeding $500,000 per year. What would the gross annual sales be if he paid $22,425 in rent for the year? Okay. In this case, how much is he paying? If he doesn't sell a penny, how much is his rent going to be?
$1,400.
$1,400 times 12. I need some help, please.
168.
168. So his, that's not right, 16,800. 16,800, okay.
Oh, 16,000.
16,800, there we go. That's his annual rent. Is everybody with me that his annual rent, look, if he didn't sell a thing, his annual rent would have been 16,800, right? Okay. Well, how much was his actual rent according to this problem?
22,425.
22,425?
Yeah.
Okay. 22,425 is the actual rent he's paid. 16,800 was his flat rent. So in this case, it looks like, I need some help, 36.25 maybe? I'm sorry, 56.25?
Yes.
Okay. 5,625 is what I would call his overage rent. In other words, that's the amount of rent he had to pay. That's the amount of rent he actually paid that is in relationship to his sales. Okay? So what was the relationship between 56.25, the part? What was the relationship between his rent and his actual gross sales? Was it 4?
That's a 4.5%.
How much?
4.5.
4.5. 4.5%. 4.5%. So 56.25 divided by 4.5%. I need some help, please.
125.
125. Okay. $125,000. All right. Before you go any farther, make sure you understand what that number is. He paid extra rent because he had sales that exceeded how much? $500,000. So before this rent right here even, before these sales right here even started, he had to reach what number? 500 grand. So 500 plus 125. And there is your answer. His actual sales for this year were $625,000, if my math is right. Somebody check my math on that. We're good. Okay. When you go look at the answers, apparently when I wrote this, there's one answer on here that wasn't even a possibility. You knew he paid extra rent, right? So you knew his sales at least eclipsed $500,000. So which one of those answers was not even a possibility? Yeah, 489 was not even a possibility. So sometimes you can rule answers in or out, and then maybe if you have to, you could always work backwards. This problem right here, this is very realistic. If we ask it on the test, this is very realistic what it's going to look like. If you end up having to work backwards from the answers to get it, don't be too proud to do that. There are multiple ways to get this question.